this in a long time. Let's have a little pop-out chat here for our YouTube people to. And let's have a little pop-out for Twitch as well. Okay, I think we're good. Let's hide that. And I think we are nice. I think this is working. Hey Kevin, welcome to this much quieter channel. You are the only viewer of this new setup. We just came back from flying a little bit. It was quite strong today, and I've been doing some mini little upgrades to the streaming system, so I thought I'd give it a try. Hope you're doing well. And look at this, we can change the scene. Oh, I'm here now. Over here now. So this is effectively the first stream of the new channel. It's probably gonna have very few views, but that's okay. That's okay, because I'm just doing this for fun anyway. And it looks like we have someone on Twitch as well, which is nice. If you're on Twitch, say hi. And we have 2 people now on YouTube. Nice. Okay, so I think this is good. I think we're good. Let's see. These are working. I think we're just gonna have a fun flight today, really. What can we get? We can get smallish wing. And what haven't I tried? I haven't tried. I had a map somewhere, didn't I? Yeah. So where do we want to go with this? We can go West Hill and try some cross country on the beach. So let's go West Hill. Weather, speed. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. We want west. 270 degrees. What else? Maybe a bit stronger. How much is it? It would be cool to change this to meters per second or kilometers an hour, miles per hour, because knots is almost double, isn't it? So 12 will be like 24. Hi Jim. Thanks a lot for sharing it, Kevin. Really appreciate it. Really helps. I think because of the way YouTube works, it's almost, I'm doing it more like, well, I kind of like to play this stuff anyway. So it's almost like an excuse to chat to you guys and have fun rather than playing this on my own. But I really don't expect it to grow much for a long time. But, you know, as long as you're having fun. So, we are on the West Hill. Looks like we definitely got lift. Have you guys been playing this at all? What's been your experience? What have you been up to today? Speed bar, out of speed bar again. Be cool to be able to do big ears, go down faster. I'm thinking that the 12 knots 12 knots might be too fast because we're getting loads of lift. And I was going to try to go from this side, from the south side, all the way to the north, but I can almost get there already. So need to make this harder somehow. Also, if the music is a bit too loud, just let me know. I'll turn it down a bit. To me, in my ears, is just right as a little background something. Are we still gonna get lots of lift here? Probably yes. So let's just speed bar it. It's okay. It's nice that you've come to say hi anyway, Jim. Whilst you're here, what do you play with? Do you play with mouse, keyboard, some kind of joystick or controller, or do you play on your phone? Yeah, we actually did that day, and we flew the day after, and we flew today. So there's actually quite a lot of videos stacked up. Sneak peek, just for the users of, just for the viewers of this channel, that none of the guys on the other channel know, is Gemma has a new wing. And I kind of have a new wing as well, but that won't come out for a long while, I don't think, because we have so many videos stacked up now that we can fly again. But yeah, the next video will be about a new wing, kind of, but probably not what you're expecting. And the video after that, probably next week, not this week, will be Gemma's new wing, and she's flying it for the first time, and it's really nice. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. Bluetooth Xbox controller to my Mac. How are you finding that? Does it work well? Because I've been thinking about trying something like that, or a PlayStation controller, because we have a couple, and I think it's just a case of getting some drivers and connecting it. But I've also been thinking about the potential of making some of these little controllers, or maybe towards the autumn or end of next year, doing like a Kickstarter or something like that. But I don't know if it's reinventing the wheel a little bit, and it's not something that people really need. But I really enjoy playing with mine, so that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we managed to get away from the ridge quite a bit, but I still think we can make it back. It's actually quite a nice picture. I can take the goal off. Oh, okay. So would you say you're a potential customer for when the Para joystick version 2 comes out? Doing market research. Okay, I think this is far out enough. Let's try to see if we can get back to the ridge and get back up and go all the way to the other side. I think it's going to be too easy, probably. And I just didn't realize as well that I had speed bar all this time, which is probably why I managed to make it quite far that way. This is nice and relaxed. I was gonna take the speed bar off, but really don't really need to. Yeah, some people have said as well, why not make I'll take the speed bar off. Why not make some kind of basically the same thing, but changing the buttons or potentiometers to something that you can sit in your harness and do that. I think the main issue with that, at least for myself, is that I think he'll be too cumbersome. You know, like, because if you like to play it a bit and try different things, it's quite a lot of effort and you need a lot of space in your house to hang up your harness. Probably is your flying harness, so you have your reserve attached to it and you don't want to mess around with it too much. And it's just like you have to have somewhere to hang it, maybe in a door or something like that, or you have to build a frame. So I think I'd definitely like to do it, but I think if I did it, it would be like all out, like weight shift, some sensors under your bum, maybe even being able to pull the lines individual. Maybe that's too much actually, but yeah, I'm not sure. So I think if it's something small like this, or like you say, like a PlayStation, Xbox controller, you kind of just have it like another peripheral that you have around the house, so it should be easier to connect, and I think you end up playing it more. I have that with my racing wheels. I have racing wheels and pedals to play car racing games, and it takes a lot of faff to set it up. It takes a lot of space on the table, and I end up not using them as much. Hi Anatole. Don't have any particular objective other than flying this ridge over here, so the west face. We started over there with a little bit of west wind. Now we're making it through the halfway mark here, where this little river, I suppose, riverbed is. I'm actually going to get some height here before crossing, just to make sure. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Kind of like, that's what kind of like car enthusiasts would have, like, isn't it? Like a small little workshop to work on their cars. So yeah, if you have that, and if it's a, you know, a fairly clean place where you'd keep you know, all your wings and your flight instruments and the computer and stuff, would be really cool. To, yeah, you just could set up like an old harness or something like that you could just let anyone on. You wouldn't bother with straps, you just sit in it. And yeah, that'd be cool actually. See you later, Jim. Thanks a lot for coming. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be here for, but in any case, see you soon. Right, now we have enough height for our little cross. We probably had enough height before, but you know, playing off the realism here. I really like this song. Speed barring all the way. Fair amount of lift, isn't it? 2-3 meters per second from just ridge lift is pretty decent. Let me see if I turn this down to, let's say, what, 8, if it's still doable. Might be a little bit more tricky. it's still doable, I think. 360, 365. We're still full bar as well, we don't need to be full bar. If we can get some height, we can even do some exploring with, see how far we can get with the same wind direction. Put a little bit of brake here. Hey Ripman, welcome to the new smallest stream on the web. It's just a small cozy group. I think we have 2 people on YouTube, 1 person on Twitch. Hi Twitch! Twitch people are very shy. Way! Got away with that one. How you doing, Ripman? How's your day been? Well, how will your day be? Because you guys in the US are probably still working and going through the middle of the day. Yeah, Gemma's next door, watching some series and chilling out because we've been out all day, flying and filming, and especially for ground handling, it gets really tiring on your legs, catching all that sun. Today, wind conditions, we have about 8 knots from the west. We are on a big long west face and we've made our way from that end all the way to this end. And to make things more complicated, I thought we'd take advantage of this game's lack of rotor. This game's lack of rotor to see as an impromptu mission. Can we get as high as possible? Maybe get high enough to cross over to that back peak and then go on this north side, because the wind that we have is pretty much straight west, so you shouldn't be able really to go over here on the north side. Should go very wrong, but you don't know until you try it. So instead of just going back and forth on the ridge like we do in real life, actually there's no consequences here to being on the lee side, so we can try that. There's a little bit of a valley indentation something here, so I might try to use this somehow. Should be something around here. No lift? Come on. Something. Maybe I can go out in front here. Oh, sinking out. Will it work? 465. Remember that number. Not sure if this is going to be enough to cross over. I need to connect with that piece of hill there. Hey Ripman, when do you play this game at all? Out of curiosity, I wonder how many people play this with like the paramotor mode on instead of getting some wind in and trying paragliding, because I might try that as well. Yeah, I think I lost on the height. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Getting pretty close there. Free-flight mode only. But you're mainly paramotor pilot, right? Or do you fly both in real life as well? I suppose you fly both in real life. But which one do you fly more? Three viewers, yay! Hello, third viewer. Ooh, this is the highest we've been on this little section. Can we make it over there? Not sure. Most definitely, yeah. I thought it would be. Oh, I think we've connected a little bit with it. This is the thing with every turn. With every turn we lose efficiency. I just want to go straight for a bit, but there's not enough straight bit in it. Concentration. Don't even know if I'm overall gaining or not. 480? I don't think I am. I think I'm going down. It's probably an access thing, right? Do you have many hills and consistent wind where you fly, or is it? Oh right, yeah. Well, you answered my question even before I asked it. Yeah, Florida is pretty flat. Lovely place though. We've been there in 2017. Gemma's got some friends that live in Lando Lakes, Tampa. Really lovely place. And we went to see Aviator PPG at the time. Still talk to them. The other day it was, oh, you were on, I suppose, on that Aviator PPG with Eric and his wife, and everyone was there chatting and stuff. It's really great. Because I haven't talked to Eric since Coupé Car 2 years ago, so it's been a really long time. But he's really nice. Really like Eric. Well, just like in real life, I'm not sure if we're nursing a dead horse here. Flogging a dead horse. You get what I mean? There's definitely some lift around. It's just, can we get high enough to get high enough? Okay, I'm gonna try a couple times on this area here, and if it doesn't work, I'm cutting my losses. Probably could do with a bit more wind, but that would be cheating, let's be honest. You gotta fly with what you're given that day. Right. Let's see a little bit more. Concentration phase. We're a little bit higher, 520. Maybe I should just milk this a bit more before trying to cross. Definitely patience is paying off a little bit. $520, $530. Yeah, maybe I've just been impatient. Yeah, another beat and definitely higher than we were before. 535. This might be too premature still, but I'm gonna try it, gonna go for it. Got the triumphant music in the background as well. By the way, the music is random, in case you guys are wondering. Will it work? Yes. Come on. Work. It's not working. Here we go. Steeper terrain. Yes. Come on. $520. I think this might work, but we really need to scratch it. By the way, if you do some free flight towing at the beach, have you flown the buildings yet? I've seen people do it before, and it looks like a lot of fun. Maybe it's a bit of a novelty thing where it wears off after a while, but it's a really cool thing to make use of man-made structures. I think we're good here. Actually, I think we're gonna manage this. We passed the most difficult part. Two people on Twitch. Woohoo! 2 people on Twitch and 3 people on YouTube. Yay! For those of you who have just joined us, we're doing what should we call this? Cross beach, like a cross country, but just with soaring lift. In fact, yeah, there's no thermals, just soaring lift, and we've done this whole west face over here on the left side, and we're just getting enough altitude at the top here to cross over to the north side and see what we can do with some really weird west wind, because obviously this, if the wind is in this direction, there won't be much lift there, but it's an experiment. Whoa. Oh. Slowly climbing our way to the top. Hey, Tom. He was hiding there. He wasn't saying anything. Let me just get this turn in and I'll see what Tom's saying. Bandarra trademark. Joystick super sensitive and I have to go to rear steering. Yes, I suppose you could adjust that on the Arduino firmware, but there's a way easier way to do it, which is you go here, controls. Oh yeah, this is it. Brake sensitivity. So just turn this to whatever. So if it's too sensitive, just turn it down. I do turn it up and down. Depending on what wing I'm flying. So for the like really high aspect ratio, high performance wings, I have to, I don't know what I have to do to those ones actually. But for the acro ones, something that is very lively, I have to turn it right down. And for all of this soaring, I'm only using like the top quarter of the joystick. So just adjust that percentage number and it will scale for you. Have a good one, Ribman. Thanks for stopping by. Really nice to see your little face. Yeah, try that, Tom. See how that works out for you. Where we don't get a lot of lift that way, that side. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna make my way downwind and see what happens. But before that, hold on to your shorts. I'm gonna get a beer. 1 second. Way better. I should call this something controversial like the drunken pilot stream. The drunken pilot stream. Something like that. Okay, what we're doing, something highly dangerous, going into the lee side. And try to scrape a little bit more lift off of this end here before we go. Oh, this might work. We might be able to. I was thinking of soaring these little sides and stuff, but actually we can probably soar this bit, that not so much, that not so much. We can definitely soar that, I think. Oh, we're getting massive sink. At this point we should be in a washing machine, really. Dying because of the rotor, but there's no rotor here. Well, there's no rotor yet in the game. I'm just gonna try to make it over to this little ridge. I think we're gonna get stuck here, to be honest. I think we're gonna get stuck here because it's not that steep. It doesn't rise over. There's this plateau here that doesn't connect to that really, and over here it kind of goes into a bit of a mess, and here it goes to nothing. So not looking good. We could turn thermals on. Maybe thermal our way out of here. There is some lift around. We're about 500 meters up. Let's see. Can get any better than that. Oh, it's messy around here. Oh no, it's very messy. Terrible. Don't like this. Something here. There was a bit there, but not really enough to commit to it, I don't think, and hang around a lot. So I'm just gonna try to go downwind, see what happens. Probably shouldn't be speed barring, but hey, life's short. Speed bar. which is not bad. Probably even if I flew a bit more conservative. We've made it all the way up the west coast, and we're just finishing off on doing the whole of the north coast. This thing here is around here on the map, just around there. So we did okay. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it all the way out. All the way back to the start, I mean. But, you know, half of the island, 2 sides, not bad. Not bad, even if I say so myself. Let's see if we can get to the end here and do a nice landing. Catch the bus back to the car. What do you fly, Tom? Are you a paramotor guy or paraglider guy or both? Right, we just got to the end here. I think you consider it done. Turn into wind. A little celebration spiral. Well, almost turned into death spiral, but I think we survived from that one. And we've arrived. Ooh. Hello new viewers, and hello to everyone on YouTube and Twitch, which there's not very many of you, which makes it cozy. We're not a small group, we're an exclusive group. Exclusive. Premium. Oh, a little pre-stall there. Onset of stall. What? Went too far. What? I can save it, I can save it. Yeah. Whew. Wait. What else? What else do we have here? Deathwing. Oh. Death. I'll have some death, please. Survive the first bit of death. Oh, it dives. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Do, 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 do. Look at this beautiful wall. Steep, lifty. Wonder what happens if we put the... What's the forward speed of this thing? What? 50. Well, might not be 50, but if it's around 50, kilometers per hour is 3.6 times more. 10 knots will be 33. 14 times 3. Let's go. See what happens. 15, a bit of spice. See what happens. I still go forward, not very fast. Let's put a bit more. A bit of 18. Interesting. Should be plenty of lift around here now. Welcome back, Jim. Turns out we managed to make it all the way along the west coast and across the north coast, but it was pretty much a downhill from there. So we just landed at the northeast corner of the map, and that was it. And now I'm just messing around different wings and different winds. I think this is a dead spot, a dead end here. Yeah, look at this. 7, 6. Yeah, we knew that kind of wind speed on this kind of hill is going to generate a lot of lift. Almost like a thermal. Ride it all the way to the top. Eight.
Any ideas?
Any ideas? Whoa. Some banks a lot. It's YouTube music. It's some of the music we use for the videos to make sure we're not infringing copyright and stuff. It's all Creative Commons, so it's free to use music. There's some really nice stuff in it. It's funny, me and Gemma, when we're editing videos, we always get the song stuck in our heads, because when you're editing, you have to watch it so many times and listening to it so many times that it just gets stuck in our heads. So then after you've edited a video, you're singing the same same 5 seconds of a song all day. Some of them are quite catchy. Quite mellow as well. Okay, I don't think we have anything more around here, so let's see if we can fly the brim. Fly all the way along there. What? If we don't die? This is what happens when you don't look where you're going. Oh, I just realized I'm on full speed bar as well, which is probably not the greatest idea. +5, very nice. Full speed bar and I'm still going up. Life could be worse. I wonder what happens if we go full speed bar over the back with 18 knots of wind. Probably gonna go pretty fast. No way, I was wrong. I was converting knots to kilometers an hour, thinking it was meters per second to kilometers an hour. Knots to kilometers an hour is like almost 2, I think. So like 1.9, which you can think of as 2. So if our ground speed, if our trim speed is, how much is it? Let's let it catch up. No speed bar. It's gonna be around 50 something, I reckon. 60, 50. Let's call it 55. 55 divided by 2 is 27.5. So we can get, let's go 25. We can get a lot of knots before actually I don't have any forward speed. We can push it to the limit. Do. Still have a lot of forward speed. Let's try to go straight into wind. Here we are. What's our speed? Oh, getting close to 0 there. 10. Lowest is 7, highest is 16, 7, 16, +5, 12. So we're still 12 kilometers an hour off, which means we can push it an extra 6. So let's go 30. 35 will be too much. Let's go 30. 30 knots. 30 knots. So we're in a if this was in reality, we'd be in a really difficult situation where we can kind of go sideways a little bit, crab very slightly. Probably get pushed up a lot by the terrain. We can't go forwards unless we use speed bar. If we use speed bar, we'll sink a lot. And obviously, in reality, if you have 30 knots of wind, it's gonna be very turbulent just because of mechanical turbulence is like what? The square of the velocity or whatever. So, and we're going massively up, which in reality would push us into even stronger wind because of compression. Are we still being able to go forward? Kinda. We are still a little bit. Still not going backwards. We're kind of pinned, but we're not going backwards. Surviving for now. Lift for days. Can we go over there? I wonder where is this going to end? Because we're really far away from the terrain and we still have lift. And thermals turned off. Let's keep going. But I really want to see. We still have forward speed, so let's just crank it. Let's just see what happens. We are still pointing into wind. We're going faster? Wait, are we going backwards? Is it 25 kilometers an hour backwards? No. We're just drifting sideways. That's where our speed is coming from. We're definitely not moving in relation to the ground. Oh wait, is 5 meters per second about 20 kilometers per hour vertical? As we're just not moving, we're going up. Never done this before. Surely we're not going forward. That 18 kilometer an hour ground speed, I don't know what that is. We're not going anywhere other than up. Did we find a bug in the game? Going up at 5 meters a second, not moving, getting higher and higher. You can see the whole thing, whole map. Let's keep going, I suppose. A bit more left. What? Wait, thermals aren't on. No, thermals aren't on. Where are we gonna end up? "2,000 meters, here we come." Lift shows no sign of slowing down. But we're a bit off. Yeah, a 3.6, isn't it? 5 times 3 is 15 plus the 0.6. Yeah, looks about right. Okay, so now we should be straight into wind. We're not. If the 19 kilometers an hour is backwards, we're not going backwards too fast, which is. I mean, we don't look like we're going backwards too fast, but we are probably going backwards. The lift is slowing down. Can I? Oh, this is it, look. So, no speed bar. We're doing 20 kilometers an hour. Speed bar, we do less, which means we are going backwards. Full speed bar. Wait, now we're going faster. What is going on? Yeah, I release I release the speed bar and we're going faster, so it has to be backwards. We're coming up on 2,000 meters up. Everyone, turn on your oxygen. This is your captain speaking. We're going through the stratosphere. Not yet, technically, I know, but you know. Okay, so this should make it slower and slower and slower. Because I think it turns the other way, right? But still, at 30 kilometers an hour, we would have moved more across the map, I think. Damn, we're high. This might be higher than Cloud Base. Can I make it out in front? This is, even if this works, I think I'm moving forwards now. Let's see, does this reduce the speed? No, it increases the speed, so we're still going backwards. Okay, well in that case, let's do what we wanted to test in the first place, because we're not going to get any more lift. We'll turn around, point downwind, look at the speed, look at the speed. How fast are we going to go on this thing? 100 kilometers an hour. Okay, we're exactly downwind now. 120 plus speed bar. Going down very fast. Almost 150. I stabilize 135. Yeah, I think it gives you an extra 15 kilometers an hour on bar or so. What happens if we... Yeah, we're covering a lot of ground now. What happens if we stall at that speed? Well, this is going to be messy, isn't it? Obviously the speed doesn't matter because it's airspeed, but still it's fun to think about. That's a very clean stall. Is it possible to steer it? Steer it the other way? Yeah. Not very realistic, probably. I suppose we could change the sensitivity so we can pull even more brake. Even more? Very out of shape. And obviously we're still going with the wind, so that 46 kilometers an hour is that way. Or that way. Which way is the... Yeah. It's that way. Tricky, 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 tricky. Don't bite me, don't bite me. Whoa, I just have to let it go. No, it's inside out. It's inside out. Can you stall it again and fix it? No. This is gonna be our demise. We've got Cravat City now. Look at the snake. Will it fix it? Will it fix itself? Yes! Yes, it... Maybe. Maybe not. There was a... No. Okay. Wow, it just snaps so fast. But like in real life, a stall can get you out of some trouble. I think it's still... I think it's inside out at the moment. Which means then the stall is... doesn't work. Right, guys, we're gonna die. I'm sorry to say. I'm gonna try to stall again to soften the blow, but at this point, it was doing whatever it wanted to do. I'm sorry. What else can we do? Can we just get a really small wing to battle the 35 knots of headwind? Yes, we can. Rapid excess. I think this is the smallest wing that the game has. Here we go. Is this forward speed? Probably. Does it increase with speed bar? Yes, I think. It does increase its speed bar. So we have 4 speed on this, which means this wing is very fast, which means in theory, we can go even faster with this wing than the other one by going downwind and speed bar. But this one is hopefully more maneuverable and easier to get there, where we could just go up real fast. We're even doing 100 kilometers an hour just as it is. So I'm going to use this little cubby hole over here. 6 meters. 6 square meters is just silly small. It's not even funny. Shouldn't be allowed. Illegal stuff. Here we go. We've got the lift. The good stuff is over here. As soon as we get to the top, turning our backs on it and yeah, it's just that part there, that's the best part. It's almost not worth hanging around any other part of the ridge for going up. Yeah, this part here is just way better than everything else. Here we are. Getting to the top. Almost there. What? No time for sitting on the job. Yeah, I suppose this part here really is into wind. Right, I think this is it. I'm just gonna cross over here and go with it. Which is scary, but it's gotta be done. Will we make it? We might not even clear that. Getting pretty much to 0 speed here. Which means that it's gonna be fast. There we go. This should be clean air. Let's get that speed on. 140, 130. Not quite. Maybe it isn't faster than the other one. Right, let's try to do a safe landing over here. Get a little bit more glide, and I think that'll be it for this session. Tried a few different things, had some nice chats. I know, man. I was just thinking that half an hour ago. I was thinking, you know, it'd be really nice is that if the people watching could play together and have little expeditions and be on Discord like, hey man, come over here, I found a thermal, or accuracy or whatever. Oh, landing a mini wing and no wind. Hands up. Wait, can we skate this thing? We can skate this thing, can't we? If I go left and put a little bit of brake on both. Here we go. Skate. Can't get it out of this position. Well, that's it, everybody. First stream of the new channel. It's just a bit of fun, but I want to thank you all for coming as always, and thanks to all these lovely people under here. Hope you have a lovely day. Hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Where is the butter?